So, this is the village of Skipwith in North Yorkshire. So, let's go and have a little look around Skipwith. I wonder what this tree is in memorial for. Oh, it's not a memorial, it's saying this tree was planted to commemorate the Diamond Jubilee of the Queen in 2012. So we're now just heading over to the road signs. So we've got Skipwith Village only to the left. We've just come from North Duffield. You've got York 10 miles away, and just behind me you've got a road out to Selby. There's more evidence of the Silver Jubilee here of Queen Elizabeth. I think another tree was planted here, or in this vicinity. Got a little pond here as well in the middle of the village green. Beautiful little pond. And we've got a little brick bus shelter, what it appears. Again, this shelter and the trees on the green opposite commemorate the coronation of the Queen. And that's their local bus times there, and just some village information. Okay, let's continue our walk around the village. So we're going to head as if we're heading towards York. So we're just heading down towards this building here, which is the local Methodist church. I'm not sure if this area is full of little Methodist churches, but North Duffield also had a little Methodist church as well. Let's see if we can get across this road safely. And let's go across this road. So this is Skipwith Methodist Church. Trusted Jesus not to let you down. I read that on the first night as Jesus lets you down. We're now coming up to the Drover's Arms. So we went to the Drover's Arms on the first night of our stay. It was a really friendly little pub, and the food was fantastic. We had the lighter bites fish and chips, which went down really well, and the kids, I think they had macaroni cheese, which also was really nice. There's a bit of car parking behind here. They've also got outside seating area. We could have really benefited from sitting outside on our first night. It was really hot. On my way back to the railway carriage, I was one with nature, as this deer appeared to come out of nowhere. This was the second sighting of the deer in the foresty bit of the walk. It was just a great sight to see. While I was watching the deer, something decided to bite me. It turned out to be a horsefly. And that's why the camera shook right there. Our second final day was spent in Scarborough. So we hot-footed it from Scarborough railway station, jumped on a bus to the North Bay Railway so we could ride the train from Peasholm Park to Selby Mills. Now, with the train at Selby Mills, it was time to turn the train around and head back to Peasholm Station, where we would then head for the boating lake. few years since I last went on the water shoot at the North Bay Railway, or as it was known back then, Kinderland. So for £3.50 each, you get two shots on the water slide, on the water shoot, sorry.
Oh my! What is that?
Mind you, it could be worse on the motorboat, as that decided to develop some problems with the battery. So for £14 you can hire this motorboat out. Hannah and Samuel are in it's a fireboat, but at the time they went out in it and they suffered problems with the battery. The battery was really flat, or going flat, so they got into a little bit of distress. After escaping the sinking ship, we then headed to Peasholm Park and over to Peasholm Island. at the top of Peasholm Island. What a tranquil place this is up here, based on a sort of Japanese garden. It's really a peaceful place to come up. And just like that, our time away was over. Here we are just leaving the Derwent Flyer.